everyone. Welcome to the 11th virtual music quiz. Apologies for saying it was the 12th. I think I was jumping ahead by a week. And I have had a few internet issues, as I put on the chat when I walked in through the door at 4:45 tonight. There was no internet. So hopefully it's going to work. I'm tethering it through my phone. So bear with us, please, if we have any technical issues. Plus, I'm having to look at the other laptop for the questions because, of course, I couldn't print out the questions either because it's all Wi-Fi. So there we go. Okay, all fun and games tonight. So I hope everyone's all right. I hope you've all had a good week. You've probably seen the pictures, 15 pictures that's been up since 5 o'clock. The anagrams are all trios this week. And just to let you know that one of them, if there's any, confusion, one of them did start out as a trio, but maybe ended up as more than 3 members. Okay, so I hope that sort of clarifies anything. I'm just going to shut that curtain behind me because I can see the light streaming through at the back. Okay, wait me a minute. Say it like shutting the light out. I think that's a bit better. Okay, right, okay, here we go. So we've got 5 rounds tonight. Round 2 is actors and actresses who may have sung either in a film or maybe while they were on a TV show, or like you say in a soap opera as well. Round 3 is our usual doubles. Round 4 is the 90s round that lots of people have requested. And of course, round 5 is the anagrams. Okay, hello in Powys, I've just seen Shrewsbury. I've seen somebody in France tonight, well done. Nice that you're in France, hope the weather's good. Kendal, Epping, Pembrokeshire, Warminster. Hello to all the regulars. London calling. Hi, Isle of Sheppey and Teignmouth. Okay, let's get cracking then on round 2. Okay, so I'm going to give you a song. Okay, you may have a bit of a clue as well, and you've got to tell me which actor or actress sang the song. Okay, so I think some are easier than others. Okay, so the first one is number 1, Every Loser Wins. So which actor or actress sang Every Loser Wins? Iron Skipton, Southampton, Worthing. Oh, Sue, you'll have to let me know what Worthing's like. So I keep saying I'm going to either visit Brighton, Worthing, Hove, that neck of the woods. So yeah, please let me know if it's a good place to visit. Keyingham again, Shildon County, Durham. Hi Donna, Plymouth. Hoping the questions are easy enough for you tonight, Donna. Okay, number 2, Perfect Moment. I'm thinking that might be an easier one. Oh, Shoreham by Sea. So yeah, Leanne, let me know what that's like as well, please. Okay, number 2 was Perfect Moment. Number 3, Silver Lady. Number 3, Silver Lady. High in Brig, Cumbria. Number 4, I'm going to give you a bit of a clue for this one. Someone in the crowd. And it is from La La Land. Number 4, someone in the crowd from La La Land. Okay, number 5. Oh, not far away. Hucknall. Flying Hucknall. This is probably an easier one. She's like the wind. Number 5. She's like the wind. Number 6. I could have danced all night. Number 6. I could have danced all night. Okay, number 7. Probably a trickier one. What if? Yeah, I think I've still got it actually somewhere as well. Number 7, what if? Okay, number 8, come what may. And that is from Moulin Rouge. I'm sure your brain will kick in again soon, Liz. You'll be on fire again. Okay, number 8, come what may. And that is from Moulin Rouge. Number 9, something stupid. And obviously, we're looking for the actor or actress. It was a duet, that one. I think it'd be too easy to tell you who the duet was with. So, something stupid. Okay, number 10. Now, this was a duet as well. Gold Digger. And of course, we're looking for the actor or actress who duetted with a singer on Gold Digger. I think that's the tricky one. That one. Yeah, just the actor or actress. If it's obviously if it's a duet, we don't want the singer. No, I don't actually, Jules. I don't know if you can turn it off your end or not. Okay. So just go through those ones quick again. So number 1 was Every Loser Wins. Number 2, Perfect Moment. Number 3, Silver Lady. Number 4, Someone in the Crowd, sorry. And that is from La La Land. Number 5, She's Like the Wind. Number 6, I Could Have Danced All Night. Number 7, What If? Number 8, Come What May. And that is from Moulin Rouge. Number 9, Something Stupid. And that was a duet with another singer. And number 10, Gold Digger. And again, that was a duet with a singer. I'm sure you probably know the singer. You got to think what film it was from and who may have been duetting with him. Okay, so that's been uploaded to Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. And we'll move on to round 3, which is the doubles. Okay. So there is a couple of bonus points. I think we've got 3 extra bonus points again tonight. So I'll let you know when they come up. Okay. First question, maybe a tricky one. Okay. Who sang The Man with a Child in His Eyes in 1978? So who sang The Man with a Child in His Eyes in 1978? And who did they team up with on Don't Give Up in 1986? And who did they team up with in 1986 with Don't Give Up? It's quite a tricky one, I think, that one. Okay, number 2. Right, who had a big hit in 1989 with Right Here Waiting? I did wonder whether it was a one-hit wonder, but apparently it wasn't. So who had a big hit in 1989 with Right Here Waiting? It might be Right Here Waiting for You, actually. And where are they from? I certainly need my gin and ginger ale tonight. It was a little bit stressful earlier on, trying to make sure that I got everything sorted. Right, number 3 might be a tricky one again. Okay, Ian Astbury was the lead singer in which rock band? So Ian Astbury, was the lead singer in which rock band? And in which Yorkshire city were they formed? So which Yorkshire city were they formed? Okay, number 4. How old was Michael Jackson when they released the very first Jackson 5 single? So how old was Michael Jackson when they released the very first single as the Jackson 5? And which animal was the song Ben about? Yeah, I've seen the court a couple of times as well. Casino at Rock City in Nottingham and the Apollo in Manchester. So which animal was the song Ben about? And a bonus point on this question, if you can name one of Michael Jackson's brothers who was in the Jackson 5 with him. And you've got 4, I think, to choose, obviously, because they were all boys. Okay, number 5. Who sang Ghost Town in 1981? And who was the lead singer? So who sang Ghost Town in 1981? And who was the lead singer? And a bonus point again on this question, if you can name one of the bands that they went on to form afterwards. I think it's a choice of 3 or maybe even 4. So they were very busy. Okay. Number 6. Sorry, the bonus point again was if you can name one of the bands that they went on to form afterwards. Okay, number 6. Who performed Tears in Heaven in 1991? So who wrote and sang Tears in Heaven in 1991? And can you name the band they were in before they went solo? Okay, can you name the band they were in before they went solo? Okay, I know we didn't have a Disney one last week, and it is tricky getting the Disney questions now because we've done a lot of the obvious ones. So, number 7, which Disney film has the song Colours of the Wind in it? I hope we haven't done this one already. So, which Disney song has Colours of the Wind in it? And what is the name of the male lead character in the film? Yes. So you should have, because it's double questions, is 1 point for each part of the question. And then there's a total of 23 because it's 3 bonus points. Just answering Dart's question there. Okay, number 8. Which brother and sister duo sang Rainy Days and Mondays? So which brother and sister duo sang Rainy Days and Mondays? And tragically, how old was she when she sadly passed away? And tragically, how old was she when she sadly passed away? Another bonus question. And which instrument was she famous for playing? So which instrument was she famous for playing? Okay, got a really old question now. But I think a lot of people probably know it. Okay, number 9. George Formby was famous for playing which instrument? So George Formby was famous for playing which instrument? Okay, I'll go back to that in a minute, Jane, for you. And can you name one of his songs? So I think there's probably 4 really famous ones. So can you name one of his songs? I know when we had our, just to give you a bit of a clue, when we had our VE Day street party, our virtual party, yeah, that was kind of on the track listing, so it was around that time. Okay, so we just want the second part of the question 7 for Jane. So the film that Colours of the Wind is in, who is the male lead character in the film? Okay, last question, number 10, is which band sang Le Freak? So which band sang Le Freak? And who is the famous guitarist frontman? Ah, yeah, I can remember that actually. Can't give too much away. Yeah, so who is the famous guitarist frontman? Okay, so you could have had a possible 23 points for that round. Okay, thanks to Ian. I think he's there before me, answering the questions. Ooh, okay. Right, so on to round 4. And again, we're going to give you the song name. We need the year it was released. And again, these are all in the 90s, so anything from 1990 up to 1999. And we want the singer. So some of these are just solo hits. Some of them are groups, so we will want to know the singer in the group. Okay, I'll let you know if it's a little bit of uncertainty. Oh, okay. Second part of number 2. Let's go back. Okay. Yeah, it was. He had a big hit in 1989 with Right Here Waiting. And where are they from? Okay, ready for round 4. Okay, first song. I'm thinking it might be one of the easier ones. Yeah, this could have been, sorry, round 4 is going to be 20 points. So 1 point for the year and 1 point for the singer again. Okay, so here we go. Living La Vida Loca. So Living La Vida Loca. So the artist, because that was a solo singer, and the year, please. Okay, number 2. Torn. torn. Okay, number 3. Unbreak my heart. Unbreak my heart. Okay, number 5. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to miss a thing. Remember, we are looking for the singer. That's just a clue for that one. Okay, number 6. Number 6, I think. Wonderwall. Yeah. Okay, Wonderwall. Yes. There's a point for the year and a point for the singer. Okay, number 7. Creep. That might be a trickier one. No, number 6. Oh, hang on. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me, sorry. 5 was Wonderwall. And 6 is Creep. Yeah, it's got to be the singer. So if you're coming across one that is obviously a band, you need to know who the lead singer is. No, number 4 was I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Right, everybody okay? Let's go through those ones again just in case I got everybody confused. So number 1 is Living La Vida Loca. Number 2 is Torn. Number 3, Unbreak My Heart. Number 4, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Number 5, Wonderwall. Number 6, Creep. Number 7, Black or White. So number 7, Black or White. Number 8, Vogue. That's probably an easy one. Well, I'm Black or White. I think it's probably an easy one. Number 9, If It Makes You Happy. So number 9, If It Makes You Happy. And number 10, Loser. It's probably a bit of a harder one. Number 10, Loser. Can't remember. They may do, actually. Yeah, possibility they could repeat. And there will be half a point again if you're a year out on each one. I have had some help this week doing the quiz because, like I say, I'm back at work full time now, so it is a little bit trickier. Okay, questions have been uploaded to Facebook and YouTube, I think. Okay, so on to anagrams now, which you've all had a good chance to have a look at. Okay, and apologies for one of the mistakes, but I know they were republished afterwards. So it's triotastic this week. Okay, all the anagrams are 3-piece bands, and one of them did start off as a 3-piece, may have ended up as a larger group. Okay, so first one was ham jet, 3 and 3, condiment trio. Thinking that might be an easy one. Number 2, urn edgy, 5 and 3, 24 hours in emerald tone. You'll know that one. Yeah. Number 3, mad hooter, 9, engine above the neck. Number 4, Brana, Ma, Anna, 10, fruity. I think you'll both get that one as well. Number 5, Bibs toe easy, 7 and 4, male ogres. Okay, number 6, lace bop, 7, imitation drug. Number 7, toe censorship, 13, FM learning to read. FM learning to read. Hi Linda, David, hi Marie. Maybe that's my teacher head on with that one. So FM learning to read. You work that one out. What's the learning to read? 13, FM learning to read. All trios. Right, number 8. Gears spur, 10, fantastic turf. Number 9, topic heel, 3 and 6, trio with a sting. Oh, I teach reception, so yeah, they're very young children. So that was probably my thinking behind it. That number. So 7 clue. Okay, number 10. Idly dish scent. 8 and 5. Young on a mission. Young on a mission. Okay, so hoping everyone's done okay this week. I've got a few comments from people saying it's a little bit harder this week. Okay, let us know what you think. I think the anagrams again have been uploaded, but they will be on the Facebook page from earlier. Okay, so let's go on to the answers. Okay, how did you find the pictures around this week? This is what I'm finding now. I'm having to really like stretch my brain to think of people. Okay, so A was Florence and the Machine, because you only ever really see Florence Welch, don't you, in the pictures? I think she must have a lot of session musicians with her. Okay, number 2 was, of course, famous for Brown Eyed Girl. It's Van Morrison. Sorry, B. Say number 2. C. This could have been a trickier one, because it's definitely a more recent band, and perhaps Kira and Ellie will tell me who they were in. It is the Jonas Brothers. What were they in before?
They had a show on Disney Channel.
Yeah, they were on the Disney Channel. Is that it?
What? No, they had a show that didn't, I think, all of it, yeah. They
Yeah.
had their own show.
Yeah. So they do make a lot of songs now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Jonas Brothers for C. Okay, D, of course, is Mick Jagger. And E, probably the easiest one on there, Queen. Very young Queen. F is Hot Chocolate. Has some classic songs in the 70s, 80s and 90s, I think they stretched across, actually, and it always makes me think of the Full Monty when I think of Hot Chocolate. I didn't know that. So apparently one of the Jonas Brothers is the lead singer of DNNC, who did Cake by the Ocean. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, who did you kiss on stage? Errol Brown. Okay, that's a story to tell. Okay, G. Really good band, one of my favourite bands. Pulp, of course, from Sheffield, not far away. H is Go West. They were quite big in the 80s, although I think they only had about three or four songs. They did, but Don't Look Down, We Close Our Eyes. The two that come to mind straight away. Okay, I, of course, very attractive Beyonce. Followed by another attractive lady, Shakira. J. K. This might have fooled a few people actually. It's Petula Clark, who did Downtown. She's We made lots more records than that. That's the one that comes into my head. Downtown. L is George Harrison, of course, famous for being in the Beatles, but had a pretty successful solo career afterwards. And I think he was a narrator in one of the children's programs as well. Okay, M. Yeah, definitely an 80s icon, wasn't he? Adamant. I bet loads of people went to fancy dress parties as Adamant. But I wouldn't recommend the Tipp-Ex on your nose, Ian. Right, N. Oh yeah, of course they did. Go West sang One Way Street on Rocky 4 as well. Okay, N. This might have been a tricky one because I don't know if he's made a record for a few years. It's Usher. Oh, hi, Stephen Glatwell. That's not too far away from here either. Yeah, I remember the Ringo Starr narrated Thomas the Tank Engine. I thought George Harrison had done some narrating as well. Okay. Oh, last but not least, is the very talented Paul Weller. Wow, he's been going for, well, he's survived for decades, hasn't he, from the 70s? Yeah, up to the 20s now. That's pretty good going. And I know he's been doing some lockdown, sessions, and he sounds really good, doing his acoustic stuff. Hi, Janice. Hey, that's not bad. Marie, 13. Liz, 15. She's on a roll already. Okay, well done, Linda, 13. 14 for Jane. Hey, don't say that, Leanne. Full marks, that's pretty good. Okay, right. Actors and actresses. Also more 15s coming in. We've got 14 for Martin. 15 Rosemary. 15 Glenn. All 14 or 15. What does that mean, Jeannie? 15 for the Janice. Sue, 14. Oh, Life of Brian. I wonder if that's what I'm thinking of. Jamie, 15. Oh, never mind, Martin. 15 for the Wombles. Mandy, 15. And got some good scores coming in. 14 out of 15. Right, okay. Right, actors and actresses. You might have found this one a bit tougher. Who sang in films or had a hit when you were in a soap opera or, on the screens anyway. Okay, so the first one was a blast from, I'm guessing it was the 90s or early 2000s. It was Every Loser Wins. And that, of course, was Nick Berry from Heartbeat. So he was in EastEnders first. And then he went on to star in Heartbeat. So Nick Berry for number one. Okay, another actress from EastEnders. Perfect Moment was by Martine McCutcheon. And of course, she went on to kiss Hugh Grant in Love Actually, one of my favourite films. Was it 1986? Wow, earlier than I thought. Nick Berry is our neighbour, really? Is it the same Nick Berry? that we're talking about. You'll have to get him to do the quiz next week and tell him we've had a question about him. Right, number 3. Of course, the legend from Starsky and Hutch, Silver Lady, was by David Soul. And he did Don't Give Up on Us, Baby, I think first. And then there was It Sure Brings Out the Love in Your Eyes and Silver Lady. So yeah, he had 3 or 4 hits, I think. Oh, that's good. Yeah, she seems like a really nice woman, Martine McCutcheon. I saw her on Catchphrase, about a month ago. And she's really bubbly and, was laughing and giggling all the way through. Who was in Party Party? Nick Berry or David Soul? Yeah, he was quite attractive, wasn't he, David Soul? But I was only a young girl then when I used to watch Starsky and Hutch. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well done. Everybody's coming out with the songs tonight. Okay, right, 4. Felt like you needed a bit of a clue for this one. So someone in the crowd that was from La La Land is by Emma Stone. I don't know if she sang in any other films. But I thought she did a pretty good job, actually. Don't know what everybody else thought to La La Land. I remember the first time I watched it, I really didn't like it because it got some real rave reviews. And then I had to watch it 2 or 3 times more. And now I quite like it. I like City of Stars in there as well by Ryan Gosling. It's another good one. Okay, number 5. She's Like the Wind. Of course, it's from Dirty Dancing. And it's Patrick Swayze. Liz is saying, yeah, there were 2 songs out at the same time. Letitia Dean and Paul Medford had Something Out of Nothing at the same time as Every Loser Wins. Did Every Loser Wins get to number 1? I remember it doing quite well in the charts. Yeah. Okay, number 6. I Could Have Danced All Night. Of course, it's from My Fair Lady. So it's Audrey Hepburn. And she's sung quite a few times in films. Was there a female vocalist on that one? Let me know. Okay, number 7. I think this could have been a tricky one, actually. What If? Of course, is Kate Winslet. I'm trying to think what film it was from now. What If? I think it got into the charts, though. Okay, number 8. Probably another tricky one. Come What May was a male singer from Moulin Rouge, and it's Ewan McGregor. I thought he did a really good job, actually, as well. Sometimes it really surprises you when, a singer suddenly, performs in a film and you think, oh, wow. But then I suppose they are trained, aren't they, at drama school, probably to turn the hand to both things. Was it A Christmas Carol? Yeah, it might be. Okay, number 9 was a famous duet with Robbie Williams, Something Stupid. And of course, it was Nicole Kidman. And it was only recently that my daughter Ellie realised that it was Nicole Kidman who was singing on that song, and she was like, wow, she's got a really good voice, hasn't she? She's a brilliant actress there as well. Okay, number 10, probably a really tricky one, I think. Gold Digger, which was a duet with Kanye West, and it was Jamie Foxx. So well done if you got that one, because I do think that's probably the hardest one on there tonight. Oh yeah, you see, I suppose they did do the earlier version, didn't they? Yes, they've got a point for actually if you put Frank and Nancy Sinatra. But yeah, looking for Nicole Kidman. Okay, so the answers have been uploaded to round 2. Okay, on to round 3. Oh, let's have a look at some of the scores. I've got a 9. 9. So there was only 10 points available in that last round. 9. You have to let me know which was the harder one. Oh, well done, Tom, anyway. 9. Oh, well done. Some good scores there tonight. Yeah, okay. Right, okay, on to round 3. Okay, so there is 2 points for most of the questions and a possible 3 on 3 of the questions. So I'll let you know when the bonus points come up. Okay, who sang The Man with the Child in His Eyes? Yeah, oh, well done, Andrea. So you can have a point for Nancy Sinatra. Okay, so who sang The Man with a Child in His Eyes? It was Kate Bush. Very talented, she is. If somewhat a little crazy in her early years. And who did she team up with on Don't Give Up? And that was in 1986. It was Peter Gabriel. Of course, who was once in Genesis. Is that Kate Bush? Appearing in Games with Frontiers. I think that's probably one of my really early Top of the Pops memories as well. Seeing, I think it was Babushka. Seeing her performing Babushka, and I was thinking, oh, who's that? She was very way out and very kind of before her time. But yeah, got a great voice, and she writes some really good lyrics as well. Okay, number 2. So who had a big hit in 1989 with Right Here Waiting for You? It was Richard Marx. Now that's the only song that I can actually remember from him. But it does say that there's probably 3 or 4 songs that he had. And he's American. I thought he was Canadian, so he's American. Oh, is that Richard Marx again? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look, they're all coming out, all the Richard Marx songs now. Okay. So number 3, Ian Astbury was the lead singer with the Cult. So the rock band, the Cult. And which Yorkshire, I wasn't sure whether it was a town or a city, but I've been told it's a city, were they formed in? And it is Bradford. So the Cult, and they were formed in Bradford. Yeah, they were a great live act, actually really put a show on, didn't they? Okay, number 4. How old was Michael Jackson when they released the first song with the Jackson 5? Now I was surprised at this. I thought he was younger. He was actually 11. So please correct me if I'm wrong, but we've checked that a couple of times. It says he was 11. And his song Ben was about a rat, a pet rat that he had. Right, sorry, the second part to question 2 was he was American. Richard Marx was American. And a bonus point if you could name one of the other Jackson 5. Jermaine, Marlon, Jackie and Tito. Yeah, I mean, if somebody finds a different answer to that, because I've checked a couple of places, because he always looked a lot younger, didn't he? Okay, so number 5. Who sang Ghost Town, classic song, in 1981? It is, of course, the Specials. And who was the lead singer? Terry Hall. And then Terry Hall went on to form, of course, from the Specials, First part of the question is the Specials. And it's Terry Hall. And then he went on to form Fun Boy 3 after the Specials. Then the Colourfield. Then Vegas. And then Terry Blair and Anushka. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anushka. So I didn't know that last one, but I did know he formed the other 3. Okay, number 6. Who performed, and this was a sad song actually, because it's tragically about his son. Tears in Heaven in 1991. It is Eric Clapton, as his son tragically died, didn't he? And which band was he in before he went solo? And it was Ginger Baker and Jack Bruce. And I think he was in Cream as well, wasn't he? Yeah, very sad. So you can have a point for Cream if you got Cream. Okay, Okay, so the Disney question was, which Disney film was Colours of the Wind from? It's a really good song actually, and it is Pocahontas. Yeah, did he fall from a balcony, I think? Or he was on holiday? Oh, okay, there we go then, right. So they've perhaps been listed twice then. So yeah. And the most bog standard name probably, and apologies for anybody who's got his name, but the main character in Pocahontas was John Smith. You think it was hard?
Yeah, he's the main lead male character. Oh, I mean, I knew it, but
Yeah, but I couldn't ask who was the female.
say,
Right, and okay, number 8. Oh wow, I didn't realise it was the 50th floor. Oh dear.
What?
The song Tears in Heaven. It is about Eric Clapton's son. He fell from a 50th floor balcony. Yeah, in New York.
What? Never mind.
Yeah, it does really make you reflective when you listen to that song. What a brave man to write it. What was he? Okay. Right, sorry, number 8. Another tragic set of circumstances actually for number 8. So, which brother and sister duo sang Rainy Days and Mondays? Of course, it's the Carpenters. Carol Carpenter had an amazing voice. And sadly, she died at the age of 32. She suffered from, anorexia and bulimia. And yeah, it was very, very sad. And there was a bonus point for this question. What instrument was she famous for playing? And she was a drummer.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she did. She played the drums.
What?
Yeah.
That's low.
And the trumpet. Yeah.
What, she played the piano?
I didn't know she played the trumpet as well, so yeah.
I really meant that all.
No. Okay, and number 9, probably a bit of a comedy one. George Formby was famous for playing the banjo. And I'm sure you've all heard leaning on a lamppost at the corner of the street, when I'm cleaning windows, my little stick of Blackpool rock. So any others that you can think of, just let me know and we'll check them out. But they're probably his 3 most famous ones. He had a very distinctive voice as well. Some people are saying ukulele. Now, again, I looked up and it said banjo. So perhaps Ian can check that out for me if it's ukulele or banjo, please. Right, and number 10, which band sang Le Freak? It was Chic. And who was the famous front man, guitarist? It's Nile Rodgers. He seems to have been on telly quite a lot recently, actually, like doing collaborations and different like charity events. Still going strong. So well done, some good points there. Again, you could have got a total of 23 points in that round. We'll just check out the banjo and ukulele thing. Can you have a look at that, girls?
What?
Which band, which instrument is George Formby famous for?
Which instrument is yours?
Okay. Yeah, I think they did actually. Chic released another single. All right, okay. So good luck for the years, everyone.
A banjo ukulele.
Have we put both on?
That's just one of it.
Perhaps some people list it as the same instrument now.
It's not the same instrument.
Well, I didn't think it was.
No, it's not.
'Cause you've got ukulele. I thought the banjo was always rounder.
It's definitely not the same instrument.
So maybe you did play both. You played in a ukulele band. Right, we are checking that one out. So maybe it is a point for Eva. Okay, so what we'll say then, we'll have a point for ukulele and banjo. Okay, for that one. Right, okay, so round 4, 90s. I think some of these, like you say, you would have got straight away, but the years might have tripped you up a little bit. So Living La Vida Loca was Ricky Martin. Those old snake hips. And it was 1999. It was one of them summer tunes, I think, wasn't it? Everybody like dance along to. Okay, Torn, number 2, was of course Natalie Imbruglia, who was once in Neighbours. And she got voted quite a few times in a row, didn't she, for best looking female. And that was 1997. Okay, number 3, Unbreak My Heart, was Tony Braxton. And that was 1996. Oh yeah, it's that time again. Look, as soon as we get past 9 o'clock, we get the strange comments coming through. It's like the 9 o'clock watershed. Okay, number 4. I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Of course, the band is Aerosmith, but we needed the singer, which is Steve Tyler. And it's 1998. Sorry, got a bit distracted then. Yeah, the only trouble with going back to Facebook, Jules, is that don't think the sound quality was quite as good on Facebook. The year for 3 was 1996. Yeah, sorry. Number 5, Wonderwall. Of course, Liam Gallagher. He sang on most of the songs actually, but occasionally Noel sang on some of them. I know people have said, why don't I turn the comments off? But it's actually nice to have like the interaction from, the good, positive people on here. So I suppose you have to take the rough with the smooth, don't you? Okay, and that was 1995, Wonderwall. And number 6, Creep. Probably the only song that I like by this band actually is by Radiohead, but we needed the singer, so it was Tom York. And it's 1992. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Yeah, don't worry. Number 7 is Black or White. Of course, it's Michael Jackson. So we've had 2 Michael Jackson questions tonight. And that was 1991. And number 8, Vogue, is of course Madonna. Probably the easiest one on there. And 1990. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't realise there was 2 songs of the same name in 1992. I'd have to find out who the lead singer was if you're going to get a point for that one. Yeah, a few strange ones coming through again. Okay, sorry. Number 9, If It Makes You Happy. Of course, is Sheryl Crow. And that was 1996. So yeah, we've got a duplicate year in there. I love that song actually. It makes you happy. Yeah, I think you're right, Lisa Left Eye Lopez. She sang on that song. Last but not least, Loser was by Beck. And that was in 1993. Okay, so you could have got a possible 20 points on that round. I suppose you have to laugh actually at some of them because they are so obviously bad, the comments. Yeah, I think I'm probably getting used to the strange ones now. So well done, Marie. 17. Got 15. 20 for Liz. Got another 14, Martin. Yeah, the years is a tricky bit, definitely in there. We might do the millennium years as noughties another time. Yeah. Okay, well done everyone. So last but not least is the anagrams. Okay, and Hamjet. I'm thinking this was the easy one. Condiment Trio. The Jam. Oh, I've got a 70s request as well. So yeah, we could do the 70s as well. Go on then, we'll do 70s next week for you, Alan and Andrew. Okay, and before I forget, actually, I haven't had that many requests tonight, but I have had a birthday request to do. So I think it was Sue Ferris. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a shout out to her brother, Steve M, whose birthday is today. So happy birthday, Steve. And if that's not your sister, big apologies. And also, I've got a big apology to make to the Pete family as well, because every time I've put a well done to Christine and Charlie Pete, apparently I've missed out Ant and Bruce and Fiona. So well done, because apparently you do most of the hard work when you're doing the quiz each week with your mum. So sorry if I've missed you off the the shout outs at the end. So yeah, there was no more shout outs this week, but I have noticed actually when I've been looking at my statistics on there, which I was just having a nosy at this weekend, and it tells you who your top fans are, which is something quite funny. And I think it's people like, who's commented and liked it and everything. So, but I did just want to say thank you to everybody really who's stuck by us for 11 weeks. And just put, nice positive comments on. Okay, so it's getting a little bit trickier, I will admit, now I'm back at work, putting it together. I may need to think about whether I do it like, fortnightly or whether I do it monthly. I see how I get on for next week. But yeah, back to, full-time work, and yeah, it's just something extra to think about now. But also I do enjoy doing it. So just watch this space. Okay, so back to the anagrams. And number 2, earn edgy 24 hours in emerald tone. Of course, it's Green Day. And Mad Hooter 9, engine above the neck, Motorhead. And number 4, Brana Mar Anna. It's harder to say it actually without saying Bananarama. Right, number 5, Bibs Toe Easy 7 and 4, Male Ogres. I think one of Ian's favourite bands, and it is the Beastie Boys, who had that famous Fight for Your Rights out in the 80s. I think they were a bit of a shock to television when they first came out. Okay, number 6, Lace Bop, Imitation Drug. Might have been a trickier one, this one. Placebo. Yeah, I think I'm getting all the messages coming from abroad now. Lots of different country nationalities coming through. Maybe it's the time they wake up. Okay, number 7, Toe Censorship. And it was FM Learning to Read. And it was the Stereophonics. Yeah, I remember that actually. When Fight for Your Rights was first released, because he trashed a lot and didn't in the video. Yeah, and sorry, the Stereophonics bit is probably because when you're teaching children to read, in the first years at school, it's called phonics. You say, so you teach them by phonetics, actually by like decoding sounds. You do. So maybe some people weren't on my wavelength there. Okay, number 8. Gears, spur, fantastic turf. Of course, is super grass. They were due to play at Splendour Festival in July at Wollerton Park in Nottingham, and that's such a shame because obviously that will be cancelled or postponed. And one of my favourite bands, James, was meant to play as well. I think they were headlining. So I'm hoping it just gets rearranged for next year. I think we're all missing our live music, aren't we? Okay, and number 9, Topic Heel, trio with a sting. It's the Police. And of course, Sting was the lead singer. Yeah, I've seen James loads of times actually in the late 80s, 90s. Got to say, Tim Booth, lead singer, is like one of them bendy action figures, isn't he? The way that like he kind of bends his body on stage. Very energetic. Okay, and number 10, Idly Dish Scent, Future Offspring, was Destiny's Child. Yeah. Okay, so well done. Let me know how you got on. So again, it was possible 78 points this week. I think the questions have just been uploaded. Yeah, I was a real kind of indie chick in the 90s. So yeah, I loved James and Smiths and Oasis and Blur and Charlatans and all those sort of bands. But I seem to have a thing for Scottish music as well. Got some good scores coming in: 69, 68, 57, 64, 63. Hi, Gay. I do keep expecting to bump into you one day in West Park, Gay. Now you've told me you live in Long Eaton. Yeah, and I know somebody said actually that they couldn't make it tonight. So it's always on YouTube anyway, if you want to go back and do it again. Fortunately, it doesn't save it, on Facebook as well. So it will be, saved on Facebook. And I just wanted to say a little plea to, I know there's a lot of animal lovers who tune into the music quiz each week as well. And I don't know if you've all signed the petition to save, Chester Zoo and all your local zoos. Get the government to open up the zoos. It does seem ridiculous that IKEA and Primark are allowed to open, but zoos aren't allowed to open, and they're losing so much money through people not coming through the door. that are having to think about, which animals are going to maybe survive and which ones won't. And I'm definitely, a big animal lover, and it made me so sad when I was reading the article at the weekend. So yeah, if you get a chance, because I think they need 77,000 signatures on the petition, to get the government to take notice. Really, I think they've all put safeguarding measures in place and done what's been asked of them, and it does seem ludicrous that they're not allowed to open. So please, support your local zoos and get signing the petition. Okay, and if you if you want to, I know a couple of people have said do they want to make a donation to a charity, then that would be my choice actually at the moment. So yeah, please make a donation to your local zoo. Okay, to keep it open. I could do that if people wanted me to. I could set up a donation page. Let me know what you think. I'll have to have a look whether I can do, a general one, or whether I have to do it for, one particular zoo. I'll look into that, this week, because I know everybody's from different places across the country. I mean, my local zoo is Twycross Zoo, but I know Chester Zoo has been in the spotlight, this week, and they're probably one of the biggest zoos in the country. Okay, so thank you once again. Have a great week, everyone. I know some of you will probably be returning to work again next week. Hope it all goes well. Take care, and see you again next Tuesday. Like I say, we will do the 70s, just to give you a heads up, next week. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye.